Hello, it's your boy Sazasu. Today I'm back with another video. James Harden, Katie, and Kyrie trade, and we'll talk about it after the intro. Let's get it!
I want you to be my girl, yeah. I don't need no friends, yeah. I can give you the world, but I just don't know when, yeah. You say you're gon' love me, then you tell me it depends, yeah. You say you're gon' love me, but we can't be just friends. I want you to be my girl, yeah. I don't need no.
Sub to Saz, man, for more content like this. Hello, it's your boy Saz, and welcome back with another YouTube video. This was the trade, you feel me? Now let's revise this trade. So as we're looking at the Nets get James Harden, Rockets get all these pieces, and Pacers get KSF and Cavs get Jared Allen. Well, in my opinion, everybody won this trade. Cavs didn't get any better. They mostly just got a lot of big man depth now, and I feel like they're gonna try to trade Andre Drummond, honestly. So right now, as we look at it right now, James Harden, Kyrie, and Katie might look good on paper, but this duo is absolutely horrible. You have three people who need the ball in their hands to score, and you have three people who, I'm not gonna say Katie, I'm gonna say two people who won't accept the background role. They won't accept what Twitter is calling the Alfred role. If you don't know, it's Alfred from Batman. So basically, people are saying that Kyrie is gonna be the Alfred of this team, and if Kyrie's the Alfred of this team, he already doesn't want to be Robin. He already doesn't want to be the background of this team. He wants to be the main scorer and the person with the ball in their hand, and Katie has kind of been letting him do that so far. I don't know how Kyrie's gonna take it, and people are also saying that Kyrie knew about this trade, and that's why he did not want to play the other games. But I'm thinking right now that it's mostly because of Kyrie's COVID allegations. Stupid allegations. Okay, thank you. It's mostly because of Kyrie COVID allegations. I feel like that he's not playing right now. Today we're gonna be looking definitely at what's the pros and cons of this trade. Pros is that you get much more offense. You get much more spacing now. With you already had a lot of spacing, but now the spacing is really great. But the cons is people are starting to think Harden is a weak off ball. He doesn't move around like that like he used to back in 2020. In 2020 he used to move around. Now he was passing the ball and just standing there and not creating space for himself. Mostly you saw Harden being effective off ball, Harden being able to throw the lob passes. He hasn't been able to do that this whole season because of DeMarcus Cousins and Christian Wood. So now that's a con, we have another con that there are now three ball handlers who need the ball, and there is no defense being played. The starting lineup is Kyrie, Katie, Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan, Harden. That's no defense. The only defense you have on that team is James Harden. Nobody's gonna be guarding that ball. They need to try to get defenders in some type of trade or something. Now let's look at the usage rate. This is Katie's third career highest in usage rate, almost bigger than OKC. He's 31% usage rate. Let's look at Harden's. Harden's has been low. He's at a 29.3% usage rate, which is still pretty high in the NBA. And now let's look at Kyrie's usage rate. Kyrie has a career high in usage rate, which is 32.6% usage rate. He has the ball in his hands most of the time on this team. Now, as I showed you that, this is going to show that all of these players need the ball in their hand. All these players need the ball in their hand to be actually great and successful. So, when you have three ball handlers, then you have no defense when you have no defense and just three ball handlers. We've already seen what happened to the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? The Wizards had two people that are great scorers, and they can score from anywhere on the court, except for John Wall, not from three. But they can score anywhere on the court. But with no defense, you're not gonna make it in this league. This league, you might look at offense and be like, oh, this is an offensive league, but also this is a defensive league. That's why you see teams like Miami Heat making it last year. That's why you saw teams like Bucks failing, because they didn't have offense, but also their defense was giving up points to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was dropping 41 in some games against them. That's why you see teams like James Harden team fails. James Harden team doesn't have James Harden's team was missing shots, not having offense, and choking on defense, and that small ball rotation is not going to work against AD. And that's why you saw a lot of these teams fail against a lot of these teams that made the finals. That's why Miami Heat was such a great team. They had the mix of offense and defense, and they still took the Lakers to 6 without Bam and Goran Dragic. So as you see, this is a defensive lean too. That's why people say defense win championships. That's why we say defense wins championships. But I don't know how they're gonna be able to do defense, because KD and Kyrie and Harden already have not great defense. KD is a system defender and was looking really good because Jared Allen was on the court. When you have no more Jared Allen on that court, then KD just looks like he's lost. KD has been defensively, this is his lows in defense. This is probably almost his worst season on defense, and it's probably mostly because that Achilles injury. You can say whatever you want, but still, this defense needs to be fixed, and it needs to be fixed soon, or I do not see the Nets making it to the finals. I see them making it third round. I mean, who's gonna stop Jason Tatum? Who's gonna stop Giannis? Who's even gonna stop Jaylen Brown? Who's gonna stop Domantas Sabonis? Who's gonna stop all these players that are going off right now? Who's gonna stop Bradley Beal and all these players that are going off right now? Who's gonna stop them? There's nobody on that Nets team that can really stop him and neutralize him, except for DeAndre Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan is really getting up there in age and is really getting old, and it's not as mobile as he used to be on the Clippers. Anyway, my conclusion for this team is that if they don't fix this defense, this big three can just be like the LA Clippers, where they think they're good, they're unprepared. But anyway, this is Sazasu Takes, and I'll be back next video. Let's get it!
Bitch, nigga, we ain't asked you.